Welcome back to Kerbal Hard and Uncut, and we're still looking at the dual scan from last episode because let me just in camera here. I realised, yeah, I don't have any other science equipment on here, do I? So can I do science with this? Perform orbital survey, right? You must have a stable orbit between 600 and 1,500 kilometers to perform an orbital survey. I see. And I bet you can't do it round Joule. Okay. Do I have anything else around Joule? Do we have any? We don't. Ah, where's Tylo when I need it? Tylo, wait, Tylo, hello. Do you have something rotate around you? You do, don't you? Because I put something there. But I've just remembered that we basically don't have anything to transmit from it because it's gone. Okay. Okay. So I think I need to go for the Val mission because I could probably get a scanner Val, I think. Yeah. Okay. Capture, put ourselves into 90. And then see if we can get something. I don't know. Right, anyway, we have other missions that we need to get on with. We've got, let's look at the timer. We have a year and a bit until the Joule 3 departs. Got Elu coming back in about 4 years. Joule scan maneuvers 60 days, but we've got these two Joule crew maneuvers that are going to hopefully take them to interact with Moho. So I'm going to jump to the first one, which is the lander. We're going to have a look at that. Now, I can't remember this craft because it feels like it's weeks ago that we set it off, and I suppose it has been. We spent the better part of most of a week designing the Joule mission. I hope you enjoyed that very long buildy thing. I don't even know why I put science on this. I mean, seriously, we could have just stripped it down. We've decided not to do science, so going to Joule and doing science would be a great fun. All right, so this is 200 and something. It's going to take me there. Okay. Right. Is it going to be a nice one? It's going to be an encounter. Whether it's a nice one is entirely opinionated, isn't it? Right, we've got solar panels. So I suppose we can actually just, we can warp to next. And I can put you onto the node for when you get there. We can do this burn. So we've got 1,300 on here, 200,000. Nah, it's going to be like 1,100 left. I don't know what the capture burn is going to be. I don't know if this is going to have enough to do it, is the interesting thing. And I don't even remember if it's a craft that's going to dock with it actually has LCS, which is, again, also a problem. So we will see. Right. Are we ready to do our burn? I mean, I feel ready. So this is where we're trying to get to, is it? Okay. Let's do that and then that. Get close. So start the burn in 9 minutes. So it's only going to be a 30-second burn. It's not a long burn. But it's just about getting it into that sphere of influence, I think. Where are we coming in? We are coming in. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to capture and then we'll do our inclination changes. We have a load of stuff around Moho already. Just bits of things and stuff. It'd be really cool to actually put our craft down. Is that equatorial? It'd be really cool if we landed to put our craft down near this one. The Moho Bust Jimmy McGutch lander. I don't know if that's going to be possible though. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I do have a tickly throat, so I may have to pause this episode momentarily to cough. Now, is it uncut if I cut out the cough? That's a good question. I could have silenced it, but then you'd have had silence and nothing else. Right, let's fire some engines. I think 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire them. I don't know why. I mean, to be fair, we're in deep space. The actual burning of those engines really, it doesn't have to be to within the second. I'm sure some of you would say, no, actually, it does need to be within the second because it's interplanetary transfer space and every second counts and all that sort of stuff. And half a millionth of a second of delta V in one direction different would be absolutely terrible. I do like the fact that we've got good maneuver nodes. I really like the fact we've got, track maneuver node now. I don't think you understand how much I like that. Right, now let's just thrust towards until we get the encounter that I deserve. I don't see an encounter yet. There we are. Okie dokie. Ooh, look at that. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Can I get closer? I mean, it's taking the... Ooh, look at how tight that is. Oh, that's beautiful. Right. I'm assuming that's not going to hit the planet. I don't think there's any part of Moho is more than that. Right, now I'd really like to create an alarm. And I'd like it to be a serial influence change. And this is the Moho lander serial influence change. So we're going to add that. Oh, that's going to be in 60 days. Okay, so that's going to be... What is it with the dual scan and the Moho lander teams being similar? Right. Now, actually, you know what? Let's see. What's our capture burn going to be? Because this is going to be painful, I think. This is the bit where we find out that actually we're going too fast and we can't stop. Come on. Less than 1,000 would be lovely. It's not. Less than 2,000? Less than 3. Oh, no, I don't think we can do it. You're kidding me. No, it's going back into space. 4,000. Damn it. Right. Okay. Now that is with some of these tanks locked, isn't it? What happens if we unlock them? Right, what happens if we unlock you? What's the delta V on this system? How much does it have? It's got enough to land and then return from... Are these not... These aren't... How are these not associated with each... Why aren't they doing each the same? Really? That's interesting, isn't it? Right. Are these locked? Those aren't locked. I was hoping they'd be locked. They're not locked. Right. There's 1,900 on that. That's enough to capture. But then I'm sort of like, if I capture with that, what's the point of the lander? What does Moho need to land? I need about 900. I need about 1,000. I need 1,000 to land, 900 to orbit. So say 2,000. You need 2,000 round trip. We're going to have to send a tanker with fuel to fill this up, because that stage on its own is enough, but we're going to use some of it to capture. So I need, yeah, we can put it in orbit. We're going to have to send a tanker. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll have to see what the craft arrives like with, because if we dock the two of them together anyway, it might be the case that we can get ourselves at least somewhere. We can maybe land and get back up again. I don't know. The problem I've got is we're going to lose this bottom section if I discard it, which I should do to enact all this. So I don't really want to. If I turn that off, what happens? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Have we got fuel? Oh, there are fuel lines in there, are there? That I cannot see. Yeah, there we are. There, it buried in. Okay, that's sensible. Right. Okay, so that one's going to be caught, but we're not going to have any fuel on board. It's going to be deaded. We just run it dry if we need to. Right. That's that one done. Right, let's jump to the next one. This one should have enough fuel. This one should have enough fuel to capture, because I seem to remember this has got like 7,000 meters per second. However, how much have we got left? Yeah, 7,600. So this should have enough to capture. It's whether it can come back, and it's whether it can give some fuel over and not be ruined by doing it. Is the question. Right. Yeah, we might have enough on this. Even if we empty this entire craft. Does it have decup? It doesn't. It's one unit, isn't it? So we could actually, what we could do is we could actually build another version of this without any of this on, stick a probe core on, stick a transmitter, and just launch it. That would be the way to get fuel there. Just stack it with fuel. Get rid of all the excess weight. Just stack it with fuel. Is probably the best way of doing it. If we need fuel. Right. Let's do that. Do that. I've got about 5 hours to go. And this is going to come into a similar orbit, I think. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. This is going to have to do some of the maneuvers anyway. It's got the RCS stuff sorted out and plumbed in, as it were. It's got a lot of RCS, actually. We just take this whole top section off, simplify it, and yeah, we just send it a craft that's capable of doing something for us if we need to. Why are we not going faster? Well, because my alarm's about to go off and say, you have got time until that. Yeah, there we go. Right. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Right. There we go. Let's have a look. So, to be fair, I wonder if this could actually land. What's this like an interplanetary? Oh, it is. It is horrendous. Yeah, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, sea monsters. Do not even think, because this thing is not doing it. Probably a good idea to aim at the stuff. This thing I quite like, though. I think if we got rid of this and put, like, I don't know, something else in its place, something chunky that was just a fuel tank. Do we have a fuel? I don't really have a fuel tank that size. I suppose we could use one of those really fat ones, and then it would come out and it would be like an end to it. It would be a bit of a different design, wouldn't it? It would give us a lot of delta V as well, potentially. Right. Should probably focus the view on the Moho. Let's have a look at focus view. Are we actually going to have an encounter? I mean, that's what I would like. There we go. Now, is this going to be on the same side? It's going to come. Yeah, I think this is the same side as the last one. Should really start the engine burning, shouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. And of course, this is using one nuclear engine instead of that fueled engine that the other one has. I wonder if we'd have used this as a transfer stage for the other craft, whether it would have actually done better, because nuclear engines do give you an awful lot of efficiency in Kerbal. Equally, they do in the theoretically in real life they would. Although, the fact that you've got I think you use hydrogen as fuel primarily for them and things like that, it becomes a little different because of storage of fuels, and you've got all that sort of stuff and efficiency, blah blah. And also the engines. If you actually look at some of the proposed ones, they were so heavy it was actually unbelievable for the amount of thrust they were giving you. Very good for long burns, but not particularly great if you're trying to leave an atmosphere. Right. Let's have a look. The good thing about this is that we are going to be able to just run the engine really low and really refine this burn. Unlike the last one where I had to sort of stop it quite quickly, we can actually bring this reasonably in. There we are. And there we go. We just do that. And then we can just bring it in nicely. Now, how close do I want to get? Hello? 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 There we go. How low can you go? No, I want to go lower. How low can you go? I mean, that's close, isn't it? I mean, that's not touching the planet. It doesn't have anything that's bigger than that, does it? That looks like it's the biggest bit, and that doesn't seem to be in the way. So I think I'm happy with that. There we go. All right. Now, what's your capture going to be? I bet yours is going to be terrible as well. I can't remember how far apart these were when they launched. Yep. Okay. So this one is going to be, just to capture, loose capture, is going to be 4,000. Okay, so this is 3,300 to bring us into. That's the problem, isn't it? To bring us into an actual sort of manageable, nice orbit isn't too much more. It's 500. So we're looking at about 3,000 on board the craft, 3,000 meters per second on board the craft. So we could bring crew back, but we can't land with that. And then we'll have to have a look at what fuel is actually on board the vehicle, because you're full-ish. Yeah, we've got a big chunk of stuff. So I'm going to set this alarm. It's going to be a sphere of influence change. and it's going to be the Moho crew. Right, so from me, until next time, have a great one.